We're slicing cold cuts with an ice knife on this week's Crit Sandwich. Welcome to Crit Sandwich. On Crit Sandwich, we play D&D loosely based on our favorite media. This is episode 8 of Campaign 8. Go back and start at any episode 1 or 0. For this, our 8th campaign, we are bounty hunters in an oligarchy playing through the plot of BioShock. My name is Casey Sears. I am your Dungeon Master for this campaign. On my screen is Chuck Ventus.
That is me. I play 13, the Dragonborn fighter barbarian wizard.
Chuck, tell me about 13's last bounty.
His last bounty?
Yeah, the bounty before this one. What was that like? What kind of bounties do you do?
Well, I typically do bounties for the Dwarven Nation, just because from my backstory, they were the ones that freed 13 from slavery when he was held captive by Bane. So I typically do bounties for the nation of Helga. Is that correct when I say that?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so those are the bounties. But I would say, this is kind of weird, but like the bounty that I'm always on and now have a fresh scent is Bane, because I've always had, like, in the back of my mind, like, the thought of, like, killing him, so.
Is there a price on his head?
It's a personal thing. There's no price or anything, so.
In a little box next to him is Robbie Ponder.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing great.
Tell me about your character, and then tell me about your character's last bounty.
Did we go on our last bounty together? Was it us three?
You guys tell me.
And she was hired as the medic, and she was not needed very much, but she got her split as well because she was there.
Lame.
What were you doing? Like, what kind of person were you hunting down?
I know, right?
Chuck was hunting down like a lifelong nemesis. I mean, he's clearly not doing very well.
Hey,
we were hunting someone that was in the woods, and I don't know, Casey.
Like, what kind of gigs
What do you got, Matt? What do you got? I'm sorry, say that again.
All right, actually willing to roleplay in another box on my screen is Matt Popich.
That's me.
I wasn't ready for this question.
What? But you knew that Chuck was asked the question.
I had to go first.
I know, but the
prepared.
problem was I was messing with my mic when Chuck was answering that, and then I didn't hear the question because I dropped my mic on accident, and I had to reset it up, and I was panicking and wasn't listening.
I actually felt like I talked for a decent amount of time to help you think of something.
I agree. I agree completely.
I did not hear the question when Chuck was asked.
All right. Why don't we jump to Matt here, and then Robbie, if you come up with something, we'll go back to you.
So I play Musk, and he is currently a level 1 ranger, level 3 bard, and his most recent hunt prior to the events taking place in Arcas. Musk is all about the money and all about himself, and he wants to go for high level stuff. So he was going for a noble that had hired him to hunt down and kill a lady of the night that the noble had partaken with, and unfortunately this lady of the night chose to steal some information. During the night of passion, the noble hired Musk to take her out so that this information was secret. And Musk likely spent all of that, lots of money on alcohol, as he is a big drinker. How's that?
One last chance, Robbie, for Dr. Rhonda Pauly.
Rhonda was hired to take on a criminal that escaped prison, and he was very dangerous because he had a gang with him that helped him break out of prison. And this guy, his father was a war criminal. So then his son that I was hired to get the bounty for, to go capture him, dead or alive, was taking up his father's way. So we had to go and take him out. Got a couple people to go with me, and we went there, and he wasn't able to, he didn't want to come alive, so Rhonda had to kill him.
In the woods, I assume, right? From the first.
In the
chunk of your
woods.
story.
He was hiding in the woods in a
There you
fort.
go. All comes together now.
It's like one of those old
on purpose.
Civil War forts built out of, big trees and stuff.
I would have said something like, "Oh, I was the medic on Musk's last bounty, and he didn't know I was there. He didn't need me." Or
You didn't pay attention.
Just kidding.
That's why Matt did not say anything about Rhonda, because he must forgot that Rhonda was there.
Didn't even know it.
The three of you are in Arcas, an underwater city filled with magic, in an otherwise magicless world. The three of you came down here and you found your contact, Virgil. Virgil was having you wait in a bathysphere station. While you were waiting, the whole area, the whole mountainside shook, and you guys saw an explosion. In the cave, the smuggler's hideout where Virgil is hiding, collapsed. He's stuck there, no longer able to get out, at least not through the dock. But you guys have an order on that sheet of paper, and it says, "Go kill Abigail Russell." Virgil chimes back in over your shell phone. Sorry, I gotta find my Virgil. I don't know where he's at right now. Virgil, where you at?
Where you at, Ringo?
No, not Ringo. That was Patty Shoemaker.
No, he was emotional.
Oh yeah, he was very,
Virgil.
very emotional.
Virgil, where you at? Where you at, lads?
There we go. That's about where. Oh, I found a Virgil. There he is. Got his voice back. All right, mates. Abigail Russell. Count my family. She's got a close friend. He's gonna be in Arcas Plaza. Best way to get there is through Arcas Woods. He might know where Abigail Russell is.
What is his name?
His name is Davis. His name is Davis Ryan. Davis Ryan's a kook, an artist, a real fancy creative type. You might have heard of him on the surface.
Had we heard of him on the surface?
Have we? Yeah.
I would say make a history check. I wish there was like a culture check instead of just like a history check.
13 got a 4.
Musk got an 18.
Rhonda got a 19.
All right, so Rhonda and Musk, you two both know of Davis Ryan as a very, very controversial counterculture artist. The kind of artist who would pop up into cities, and then there would be letter writing campaigns and newspapers and all sorts of things trying to get him kicked out of the city that he's in. So he's a real kook, a real out there sort of artist.
Why? What's so controversial?
He would just do things, if you think of the society out there, it's a fairly conservative society. Most of it is. We're talking about a lot of kingdoms, a lot of people in power, a lot of very powerful businesses that he would upset, a lot of cultural norms he liked to violate, whether it was, nudity, violence, gore, just like a real, he liked a lot of filth in his art.
All right.
He'd be the kind of guy that would, piss Christ. Are you familiar with that piece of art?
I'm not.
I'm not either. Yeah.
Oh, that's a classic. That is a portrait of Jesus Christ made out of urine that many people found incredibly offensive.
How do you?
I could see that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's one of those kinds of guys. He's or like even like a Robert Mapplethorpe. I don't know if you guys remember when actually that was before our time when Robert Mapplethorpe came to Cincinnati. But one of those kinds of guys who's really into the extreme art that would offend a lot of delicate sensibilities.
Well, I want to ask Virgil directly, how do we get to the woods before we get off the phone with them? Like, where do we go from here to get to the woods?
So you guys would all just recognize the Arcas Woods as one of the selections on the bathysphere station.
Okay.
The place he's telling you to go, where Davis Ryan actually is Arcas Plaza. There is a selection for Arcas Plaza as well on the bathysphere dial selector.
I will ask Virgil, why do we need to go through the woods? Why can't we just go to the Arcas Plaza if Abigail Russell's there? Or no, I mean, Davis Ryan is in the plaza. Why do we have to go through the woods?
Plaza's on lockdown. Same big gray wall if you go straight there.
So we need to... I see, Virgil. So you're going to have to get another key.
Oh, that's right. So, Arcas Woods, that's the lungs. That's the absolute lungs of Arcas. Full of trees and plants.
This is like a multi-bounty hunter mission. This is not just a single target.
There's just one target. Abigail Russell. But there's a lot of targets in the way. But Arcas Woods is connected to Arcas Plaza. And it's one of the last refuges of Abigail Russell. So be careful while you're in there.
I'm going to cut Virgil off while he's talking to me, and I'm going to ask my party members, don't you need any more information from him?
Oh, you said, do we need any more information from him?
Yeah, do we want to talk to him anymore?
I'm just not going to say anything. 13's not going to say anything.
I don't think so.
All right, I'll tell on the phone. I'm like, all right, goodbye. Oh, no, I'll hang up on him.
Musk will say, I don't think this is our fight. Why don't we just leave this place? This is insanity.
13 will continue to not say anything, but if anyone were to look at him, they would see that he is staring at the photo of Bane. Roll your fucking eyes.
Yeah.
I have a mission down here now, bastard.
Rhonda takes her arms and she sticks her arms out and like a pondering motion, and she looks down at herself, looking at an elf. Maybe just a little bit further. It'd be all right to go a little bit further.
Is Musk known for just? You sound like very like you're just about survival. So like, has Musk like never? Have you always completed your missions, or there are some missions where you've just like given up on? Or
Musk is out for himself, and he wants to like live life, basically getting a bunch of money and then spending it so that he goes and kills somebody again to get a lot more money and spends it again. So this whole scenario is like being the champion of the city and killing the boss this is not his jam. Like, there's no money in this. Like, where's the money? Who's paying us if we win? There's no benefit here for Musk.
I will say, Virgil offered you remember, a very astounding amount of money at the beginning of this.
I was going to say, I would hold out. We have the money that we had to begin, and then we also got a ton of money before we came to this, like when we just last met Virgil. So I would hold open like my pouch of like my cut of gold so far of what we've gathered down here and show it to Musk and just be like, is this not riches enough for you?
And there's way more to come. I think he offered you thousands and thousands and thousands of gold to come down here.
The risk, I want to live. Money means nothing if we die. This seems like a fool's errand.
One thing I do say is, after we complete this mission, it would be hard to receive payment.
Yeah, he's locked down there.
Maybe we should have had this question before I hung the phone up on him.
No, I didn't want him to hear all this.
Yeah, I was like, we can call this guy whenever we want, so... So the way back to Virgil, the way that we just came, you're saying that way is just completely blocked off. Is that what you're saying? Or could we go back the way that we just came back to is like the door where he wouldn't let us in?
Virgil is saying the hideout he was in has collapsed.
Okay.
So there is a dock area in the smuggler's hideout that has collapsed and a tunnel that leads to the door he was at that's collapsed. He's in some sort of just little pocket area of his hideout.
Gotcha. 13 will say to Rhonda,
Pull up your cell phone and ask how he would like to be rescued.
You do have a shell phone, too. I have one and you have one.
I just don't feel like asking him.
I ain't going to ask for you. You have one.
I'll pull up my shell phone and I'll ask him, I'll say,
How are we supposed to free you?
Don't worry about us. We're digging our way out now. We'll catch up when we can.
We?
Aye. I've got a few soldiers still left here. Lost most of them in the collapse.
all right, hang up on him. That's weird to me because I thought he was just with his family, but maybe I
His
misread
family
that.
and a couple of survivors. There were
Okay.
some survivors with him. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys want to stay, even if it's just for your own personal stuff.
Well, voice your opinion, Musk. What do you want to do? You want to leave?
I already did. I said I wanted to leave.
Where are you going to go?
Ah,
Out. The bathysphere here can take us out of here.
Where?
If he wants to leave, we could go to the surface and drop him off, and then we can go back down.
There's nothing up there. There's no escaping, no survival boats, nothing.
That is true. There are no boats down there. Or, correction, there are no boats up there. You'd just be stuck up on the top of the island with all those creatures you guys talked about before.
Robbie, do you still have that piece of paper in your hand?
Yeah, I'll still have it in my hand. I haven't put it away yet.
It now says, you kind of like, you notice out of the corner of your eye that it now says, find Davis Ryan in Arcas Plaza through Arcas Woods. Like, it's very specific now.
You guys, my paper has updated itself again.
all right. As soon as I see that there's a bathysphere, if there's a fish available, 13 will step into it.
There is
I'm all about getting down to business.
just one.
All right.
I'll step in the fish and I'll turn around.
You could come if you want, but I have a mission down here.
Wait. If Musk wants to leave, that's his choice. We're gonna have to. We can take the bathysphere up and drop him off and come back down. 13.
Fine.
We'll do fine, just me and you.
I'll
You
s-
stand out front and take all the hits, and I'll just heal you, and people will get tired.
I'll stand in the fish and wait for them to enter.
Rhonda will go in the fish.
All right. So we'll Musk.
As soon as he steps in the fish, I turn it to Arcas Forest and I pull the lever. And I'm taking him with me. I don't care.
The fish's mouth slowly closes and slowly submerges underneath the water. Musk, I don't know if you have any responses or feelings or have noticed what's happening here.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's. For now, he's just gonna sit there with his arms crossed.
Do you guys see anything cool as your bathysphere is traveling across the dark ocean floor?
I see a dragon turtle. Or whatever. I don't know, is that something down there? You don't care?
Yeah,
There's
A
dragon
huge
turtles.
dragon turtle. Yeah. I was like, I couldn't remember the exact name of it.
I see a dragon saddle. Just
No,
float.
no, you don't.
Floating.
It's just sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
Right?
I see a school of jellyfish.
Oh yeah, and they glow. That'd be sweet.
The three of you make it to Arcas Woods in the bathysphere, and this glass bubble covered in mechanical fish ornaments crests through the water, and the fish's mouth opens up, and without a doubt, the most beautiful and well-lit bathysphere station you've been in so far. It is just ornamental and brass and stone and coral, plants everywhere, trees everywhere. It smells so good. It smells like a rainforest. It's humid. It's warm. It's really, really, really beautiful in here.
Are there any flowers around?
Oh yeah, so many flowers.
I will replace my flower with several flowers.
Chuck, what do you do?
What do? I just step off the fish and probably step on the flowers that Rhonda's about to pick up. Just keep walking.
Awesome. All right, when you guys are out of the bathysphere, I'll go ahead and turn it to entrance and click go. See ya.
Matt, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes. It's Casey damage. Here it comes.
Does he need a wand? Does he need a wand to be able to go and do that? Or does the wand just show extra locations, right?
No, he doesn't need the
don't know.
wand.
No, it's just the exit station is, you don't need that special wand to see secret locations.
I got a 5.
You take 1 point of psychic damage, and as you're turning the dial, you think, I can't do this. I can't run away now. I gotta go through Arcas Woods and find Davis Ryan. It compels you. It's deep within your bones.
So I'm like stupid old dragonborn over there, slave to the paper too, I guess. All right.
Yeah, you feel like at this point something's wrong. Like it feels wrong to be leaving the bathysphere station and not following your gut instinct. Like this feels wrong to you. Whatever's happening doesn't feel right.
So I turn it to entrance, and then I get that feeling, and I kind of like make a frowny face and rethink my life choices, and then I guess I step out of the bathysphere with everybody else.
Yeah, and like a little drop of blood is coming out of your nose.
Good stuff. Great.
Just a little. Just a slightly bloody nose. You think it's probably from the fights earlier.
Cool.
Can we investigate this beautiful area?
Yeah, so you're kind of in a dome-like area. There are a ton of globes of light around the room. Give me some. Do you just want to like search for some goodies around this space?
Yeah, like some supplies.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, I rolled a 20 or crit.
21. Okay. I'm going to need you to roll one more time. I need you to roll a D100.
14.
You find in a small bag, like someone had purchased it from a shop perhaps, a potion of greater healing left on kind of the end of a bench in the midst of these beautiful gardens.
I'll grab it and say, dibs.
So the three of you you're making your way through this area towards the front entrance of the bathysphere station, down one of these paths. And there's a few paths, but no other bathyspheres. All of the bathysphere pools are empty currently. And the globes of light all around you start to flash and glitch, and you see a face, and it's Abigail Russell. And she says, "Who are you? Are you agents from Helga, hell-bent to take the technology down here? Who are you?" "Yes, I can see you. Talk to the glowing balls, you imbeciles. Who are you?"
Is this, before we answer, is this similar to the globe that we saw when we encountered the kid with the coral?
Yes, the exact same thing, but this time it is Abigail Russell looking at you through the globes.
We're coming for you, and that's all you need to know. You're gonna want to prepare.
What have you got against me? Who's paying you? You realize I own this entire city. I have magic beyond your wildest dreams. I can take care of you. Come on. Who are you? How do you know just where to go and who to kill?
Well, how many power players are down here? It's you and how many other people are in control down here?
Me and my family. The Russell Corporation family is in control, but you keep chopping off my Hydra's heads. Who are you?
I feel very uncomfortable talking to a glowy thing. Perhaps we can meet in person and talk then.
I will reveal the brand on my my forearm with the Roman numerals of 13 and just show it to her.
She doesn't even respond. She doesn't even know what you're trying to say.
This is my name.
You flash her your arm.
Yeah. Well, it's a brand with the Roman numerals of 13.
Gang tattoos?
All right, yeah.
She replies with, that's some
Roman
nice
numerals
muscle.
of 13, and I will say,
This is my name.
Your name is Arn?
13. Roman
I'm
numerals
just messing
13.
with you. I'm just messing with you.
This city will consume you, just like it did Felix Frost, and just like it did Virgil. And this city will live again. It will be powerful. It will be huge. We will come back from the ashes, and I don't know who the three of you are, but I find you very, very frustrating indeed. And her face disappears.
Disappears.
Oh, that was very uncomfortable.
I
Do you think she can see us wherever we go down here?
do. I think we should watch our back. But let's keep moving.
The three of you exit the bathysphere station quietly. I assume you are all going to want to make a stealth check?
Seems to be our game.
Yeah. 19.
12.
Give me I'm thinking about changing into the chain shirt. I'm tired of making disadvantaged stealth checks.
Oh, it's too late now.
I'll let you switch out your clothing while you're in that room before you start sneaking. That makes sense to me that you would do that.
All right, I want to switch into the chain shirt. It only drops my AC by 1.
Goodness.
13 for Rhonda.
The three of you leave the bathysphere station, and you come upon another small area of shops and things that typically seem to be seen near these stations. And this one feels more like a farmer's market. There are stalls and booths. You might see some signs for apple cider. You might see some signs for like pies and specialty foods. You see signs for butchers, and they're all very small shops. You also see 3 vending machines, the same 3 vending machines you keep coming across as you've been sneaking through here.
Yes.
And there is no one about as far as you can tell. And I will also say, this is the most beautiful part of Arcas you've seen. This doesn't seem to be the complete and utter hellscape that everything else has been. It just seems like things are closed right now.
Get to see it for its true beauty.
We go to the 3 vending machines.
You guys have some AAA tokens you want to toss in?
I do.
We do.
The party has 1 that 13 is holding.
No, I have 2 AAA tokens, and you both should have 1, I believe.
Yeah, I have one.
We do?
Chuck, I thought you had 1 potion of Barbarian and 1 AAA token. How'd you get the extra AAA?
Matt's got the Barbarian potion, I thought.
Yep, I have that. I do.
Okay.
I got a AAA potion. I had
A AAA token?
a AAA token. I got one off of the poison assassin woman at the church.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
I thought I had one more.
I have one.
You guys can't keep letting Chuck take all of the power here.
What, what's wrong
I feel
with
like
that?
if you're giving it to him, then what are we supposed to do?
You guys rolled all those barbarian ones and then gave him all the potions.
No, that was Robbie. That was Robbie's crazy ass.
We're breaking
But
Casey's
he
game.
could use it. It makes him a lot better than me drinking that one would have done. I mean, that was just an HP bump for me. But he got what, rage and all that extra stuff for being level 2 barbarian. Which
Roll a d12 for each one you're popping in there.
All right.
Pretty sure I
And-
had 2 tokens.
Chuck, I'll trade you
All right,
for the strong man.
Rhonda got a 2.
Hey, at least it's not a 1.
Yeah, no.
What do you got?
The-
What are you rolling there, Musk?
I got a 10.
So the 2, Dr. Rhonda, you get a potion of the artist, which is, if you recall, the
Bard.
same one. Yes, the same one
Yep.
that Matt had. And Matt, you rolled a 10.
Yep.
You get a potion of the charismatic.
Oh.
Paladin, maybe?
I'm gonna. Does that sound right that I had 2? I definitely had the 1.
Yeah, I think the poison lady had one, and then
Thought I had one.
what's
more
his
before
name
that.
gave you one. Virgil
Okay,
gave you one.
That's right. Yep. All right. I'm gonna pop 2 of those bad boys in there. D12.
Yep.
I rolled a 10 and a 7.
The 7 is a arcane infusion of the Crusader, and the 10 is another charismatic arcane infusion.
Crusader sounds like Paladin to me.
Yeah, then I don't know what charismatic is.
Charismatic, I have no idea what that is. And then, so we got.
Oh, wait. Maybe rogue.
Ah. Hmm.
So we think the charismatic one is a rogue. Is that what you're saying? Or the crusader is a rogue?
We're thinking that the charismatic one is the rogue, and the crusader is the paladin. And then there was some other. Did somebody else roll something else? Robbie, you rolled a 2.
Yeah, and that's the artist. We know that's the bard.
Right. So I would prefer that one. Although at this point, I don't even know if that's true because I need 2 more levels to get some spells. So, but maybe we'll get it at some point. I don't know.
So do you guys want to? I mean, do you guys want to swap and trade any of these? Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll.
And there's also a barbarian potion floating around here too, so that's probably a good trade for whatever Chuck has.
Yeah, I have a barbarian.
I'm liking that barbarian potion that Musk has. I'll say.
Can we do a check on the 2 that we don't know what they are?
Sure. Which one's the Crusader and the Charismatic? Like you can make an Arcana check real quick. It's got to be Chuck. Come on.
Oh, it's got to be me since I've got him. I've got him. I'll roll for him. I'll just do 1 roll for both of them.
Can I help him?
13.
The Crusader seems like some sort of holy warrior, and the Charismatic seems like some sort of it feels like some sort of inner fire, a magic from an inner fire.
Oh, maybe a warlock or a sorcerer.
Well, if someone wants the strong man, I want the bard one, but that doesn't.
Rhonda will hand the potion of the artist. I think you've had another one of the artists, correct? You've been taking some of the artist stuff. This machine's malfunctioning, and it gave me an artist for some reason. Here.
I'll say, I appreciate it. Maybe you're not that hideous as an elf. I'll give the strong man one to 13 and say, let's make you even bigger up there, huh? And say bottoms up, and I'll drink my. I'll cheers him, and I'll assume that he's gonna drink it, and I'll cheers him.
Yeah, I'll drink that, but I'll give
I'll take the Crusader one.
Rhonda the Crusader one.
Yeah.
You get
All
it
right.
when I give it to you.
I just want you to know which one I would want.
I'll give Rhonda the Crusader one.
Okay. And are you going to drink that, I assume?
And we will drink those 3, at least, right now.
All right. So, Chuck, I think you're maxed out on strength, right?
Yeah, I am maxed out on strength.
But you gain another level of barbarian. Matt, you gain another level of bard and +1 charisma. And then with the Crusader, Robbie, you gain 1 level of paladin. And you gain 1 charisma. Actually, wait, you have what's your charisma at now? You might have to hit a minimum to be able to be a paladin.
14. So I started, my level 1 was paladin, so.
Okay. There you go. That's perfect. Yeah, you get a
Nice.
second level of paladin.
So my charisma still goes up by 1.
Correct.
Which I'm at 15 charisma now.
Perfect.
And just for fun, I think I'm going to go ahead and slug the other one, the charismatic.
Okay. You gain 1 level of sorcerer.
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 You wild man.
So remember, when you are gaining levels of classes that are both full caster, like a bard and a sorcerer, the level that you can cast magic from is higher than you realize sometimes. There's some sort of math in the player's handbook. I don't know what it is, because I never multi-class. I especially never multi-class this weirdly. You might be able to cast a higher level spell with multiple classes of full caster.
Did I gain any stats with that?
1 charisma.
Thanks.
Your charisma's got to be getting pretty high. What's it up to?
It's 16. I'm a beautiful dwarf now.
You actually, I guess you can call me ugly because my charisma is 15, so you have surpassed my beautifulness.
I'm a pretty lady.
I thought you were a guy.
I I'm kidding.
I will drink my last the charismatic potion that I have. I need all the power I can get down here.
Wait. Oh, wait, that's right. You guys rolled 2 charismatic potions, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did.
You don't want to give it to one of the charismatic characters or someone who traded you a potion or just gave you one of those barbarian potions? And no, I'm just saying, hey, dude, if you're a selfish guy and you just want
All right.
to collect all the shit, go for it.
I'll look at, since I just saw Musk drink that potion, I'll turn to him and I say,
This is my payment for you to help me hunt Bane.
and I extend my arm out and hold out the potion for him.
What, Robbie? What level are you? What's your level status?
2 levels paladin, 3 level cleric. So level 5.
Okay, so I would be going up to 7 if I drank that, and I don't feel right about that as a player.
Chuck, what level are you at?
Level 7. I ain't about this. I don't care. This is your payment, Musk. This is your payment, Musk. You take it, or else I'm gobbling this shit up.
What else does the machines have? Because we do have gold to spend.
But I think that only AAA coins work on these the class things.
That is true. Yeah, the AAA tokens only work on unlocking new classes.
You also have that pretty awesome shield, Robbie.
Yeah,
That thing's
that's
pretty
true.
amazing.
I don't feel that bad if you drink it. Like you're perfectly fine. Honestly, if I add another class of sorcerer, then that's more shit I gotta track. So every time I have a turn, you'll be reading a review.
I grab 13 by the wrist and shake it and say, "A deal's a deal, mate. We take down this Bane." And I guess I'll drink this one too.
Gulp, 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 gulp,
You're
gulp.
so selfish. So selfish.
I was gonna give it to you, and you said you didn't care.
I know. I'm messing with you.
So you gain another level of sorcerer and 1 more point of charisma.
Score.
Yeah, that's really helping your bard stuff too.
Yeah, now you are 2 charismas in front of me.
Chuck, did you get anything good at these vending machines?
I think so. I don't know. I got 3 things
Shoot.
that I thought would be helpful. So I'm getting the goggles of night because I actually don't have dark vision as a Dragonborn, so I want to have dark vision. So while wearing these dark lenses, I have dark vision.
Yeah, this is actually, it's pretty crazy. It's, these little goggles and lenses, and when you put them on, little worms slap onto your face, and almost like a little starfish legs coming off from the lenses, and they stick to your face, and then all of a sudden, throughout the darkness, you can see.
And then I also purchased some Dust of Disappearance.
Oh, that's what I was going to pick up.
That's a good get. That's a real good get.
I have that written down already.
And then, it's just like a little crystal vial of sand that I just kind of throw into my pouch or whatever.
Totally.
And then I also have an immovable rod that I purchased as well, which we all know what an immovable rod does, right?
It's a rod that doesn't move.
It doesn't move.
Fancy. Imagine that. Robbie, are you ready?
Sure, I'll go. So I picked up the potion of Hill Giant Strength and the Dust of Disappearance.
Matt, did you get anything good?
I spent that whole time trying to figure out what spells I could get. So I got some spells, but didn't bother looking at items.
Do you want to take a second to look at items?
Nah.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Chuck, how much gold do you have left? I'm just curious.
41.
You need some?
No, he bought 3 items, and I have 140 left.
Do we want to put our money together to buy something?
I think I'm good, unless, Matt's not looking at anything right now.
I'll grab another potion of greater healing for 15 gold. Or do you think that should be more? Seems pretty cheap.
You can only get one.
If you want to give me 30 gold, Rhonda, I'll take 30 gold from you.
So you get a potion of Hill Giant Strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you 30 gold.
All right. No, actually, I want to make sure that this is the correct thing. So I have 71 gold, and I want to get oh my gosh, I can't even say this. Tom's ointment?
Sure.
Does that sound?
Kiogtums.
This glass jar, 3 inches in diameter, contains 1d4 plus 1 doses of a thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe. The jar and its contents weigh half a pound. As an action, 1 dose of this ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature that receives it gains 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any diseases. I rolled a 3 plus 1, so I have 4 doses.
Great. Yeah, that's really good. Not something easy to use in battle, though.
But if I used it now, I just get the hit points. Is that correct?
Yeah. 2d8 plus 2 hit points, yeah.
How long does that last for?
It doesn't have a time limit on it. That's what I'm saying.
You can use 4. It basically has 4 charges right now. And it has...
That seems pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Until you take a shower, I guess it's there. Rhonda will help you put it on.
Ooh.
I'll do it myself. I'm good.
Do you need it right now?
Are you sure you don't need any help, Mr. Muscles?
I've got 4 things on it. Can it stack, Casey?
It is stacked. It's 4... how do you not understand? It's 4 charges, basically. It's 4 uses of the ointment. It's a potion you can use 4 times, basically.
He's asking if he puts it on extra thick, he can have more.
Yeah, every time I do it, I get to roll. I gain 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
You regain them. You heal yourself 2d8 plus 2.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. I
That's fine.
wasn't following what you were trying to say.
Oh,
It's not
I'm thinking
temporary
it
hit
wrong.
points.
Yeah, okay.
Temporary hit points don't stack.
That's still a good thing to have.
Yeah, temporary hit points don't stack anyway. I still have another 30 minutes if you guys do.
I do, yeah.
Definitely. We haven't done anything yet.
I agree.
We've argued. I'm good to
Yeah.
go. I'm ready to rock and
Remember
roll.
how I said we were 4 episodes away from the end? I think now we're 8. Like at this
Yeah,
pace.
that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like.
While we're leveling up all of our characters, Matt, do you have a review to read? Can you read with those allergies right now and those eyeballs?
I can try my best. This is from Dip Rim General. It says, my favorite D&D podcast. This is a great podcast. Their campaigns are well made and very detailed. They switch around DMs, and I have found no matter who is DMing, they do a great job of describing the world, and they always make it easy to tell what the environment is like. So far, my favorite is actually Bio Sandwich. Keep up the great work. What do you think of that, Casey?
I think I got a lot of I think I have a lot to live up to here. Hopefully we don't let you down.
Thank you very much for the review.
Yeah, thank you.
Please leave us a review on the Apple Podcast app if you get a chance. That is the largest podcast platform, and putting a review there really, really, really helps people find us. The 3 of you have spent some time here at this vending machine. This is not a dark and gloomy place. There are plenty of globes of light around. Most of the shops, though, just seem closed for the evening. You're kind of still in the middle of the shops here at these 3 vending machines. I assume you continue to move forward?
That is correct.
For sure.
When was the last time we ate? I think we need to role play this and grab some food.
What? No. Don't you have lollipops or something?
That's just pure sugar. I can't keep eating those things.
You do find that the arcane infusions you've been taking have given you a substantial amount of energy each time you take one. Like you're a new person each time, in a way.
Ah, all right. So I guess I wouldn't be worried about eating then. Okay.
You feel like you should be worried about it, but also you just kind of want more arcane infusions.
Oh.
We got the itch.
Oh.
Why eat food when you could just infuse arcanely? Like, why even bother?
We're getting the juice that we need from this the stuff we're drinking.
So, but speaking of food, while you guys are walking through these little tents and these little stands, you do see a cage. And Matt, do you remember that time you hunted that pheasant?
I do.
That it was a beautiful, was it a blue pheasant?
Oh, it was like rainbowy. Like it was bluish, but then it had like a shimmer to it in the light that made it like a rainbowish.
You see a cage just full of those at a stand that just sells rotisserie pheasants. Like they're still alive, they're just in a cage, sleeping for the evening, curled up, like roosting.
Yeah. But no humans around to tend to them?
No. Someone has just left them here overnight, and that seems to be fine and acceptable.
So this place is like bouncing during the day. Is that what you're kind of hinting toward us, Casey?
This place definitely seems like there's still a society left to take advantage of these shops and things. It's not completely upturned and war-torn like the other places.
Ah, so Mud Town basically got turned into Shit Town, and this place is thriving over here.
Yeah, thriving might be a bit generous, but it's definitely not turned over.
Okay.
As the 3 of you reach the end of this farmer's market area, you see a sign that is a map of the Arcas Woods. You can, from here, there's a big arcing Texas's Arcas Woods, and then in smaller type underneath it says, the lungs of Arcas. You can go to your right, to the east, which is a big bubble blister, like right. So remember, we're all in all of these underground underwater domes, and the underground underwater dome you're in now is Arcas Woods. But there's this big blister on the side of Arcas Woods, and it is the Arcas Zoo. So you could head towards that. Straight ahead through the Arcas Woods are the Arcas Farms. It's one of the hillsides on this big hill that makes the Arcas Woods. You can walk through the farms, walk through the Arcas Estates on the far end of the farms, and that is about it. And all the way past all of that is a access tunnel to the Arcas Plaza.
We think Davis is at the plaza.
That's what we've been told, and that's what the piece of paper says.
Yeah, the Arcas Plaza seems like its own district. There would be a different map for that. Right now, it seems like you guys could walk through Arcas Woods, then Arcas Farms and Arcas Estates, or you can walk through the Arcas Zoo and kind of all end up around the end of the Arcas Woods section, which would give you access to Arcas Plaza.
I got a quick question. But when I was talking about, like, where are all the people at? So if there's people in this area, where are they all at? Are they all, like, sleeping right now?
There is an area called Arcas Estates. So maybe if people are staying somewhere, that would probably be the area.
Right.
I think we should avoid people if we can. Don't you guys think maybe we should go to the zoo? What do you think of that?
I agree. Either the farm or the zoo.
We go through the zoo, we'll probably run into some crazy animals. We go through the estates, we'll probably run into some crazy people. If we go through the farm, we'll run into some plants. You know, it might be best to go through the farm way.
Plants?
Well, like crops, farming crops. Corn, wheat.
He's saying crops are less dangerous than wild animals.
Well, not so much wild. They're in a zoo. I'm assuming they're locked up, but...
That's what I would think, too. So you believe we have less of a chance of interaction at the farm. Do I understand that properly?
That's what I would think, because a farm, I would think it's a huge portion of land, and a farmer to tend that land. If we go to the other areas, it's more condensed and things seem closer together.
I'll just be honest. I wanted to check out the zoo, but I like your logic. Okay, that we should do that. Let's go to the farm.
All right. When they say that they sort of agree on the zoo, I'll just start walking in the direction of the zoo.
The farm.
Of the farm.
We said farm.
Sorry. Of the farm.
13, we're going to the farm.
All right,
not the zoo.
right.
This way.
You're going the wrong way.
I turn around and walk
Come
towards
back.
the farm.
Ah.
So you guys start walking towards the farm, and you are walking through Arcas Woods on a path. I mean, these are beautiful paved roads. Again, fully dense, full of trees and full of plants. Huge, massive, tall trees. They've built a bunch of like layers and platforms to add even more trees and more plants. Like they are just trying to stuff this space full of as much greenery as they possibly can, right? Lungs of Arcas. Plants. Beautiful buds, huge broadleaves, just some really spectacular specimens. And as you guys are walking through this forest, Robbie, it hits you. These are the woods. The woods of your last bounty.
Oh. Didn't think he'd tie that in, huh?
Came so fast.
And Matt, as Musk Elonga is walking through the woods, you keep seeing more of those blue pheasants. And you almost feel like you remember the hillside that you saw those blue pheasants. And it kind of looks like a hillside you come across while walking through Arcas Woods.
I feel dizzy for some reason.
Yeah, me too. There must be something in the air. I feel like I've been here before.
Aye, same here.
What are you talking about?
It's not possible to be here ever. I've never been down here before. This is not the first time this has happened to me.
13 will be confused because I'm not seeing anything, right? This looks like a normal stroll through the woods or farm for me, I guess.
At first, it was one of my favorite times I got to sit down and eat a whole bunch of food. The food really reminded me, and then just the atmosphere, and I'm having that same moment right now. These woods, it reminds me of my last bounty. It doesn't ring a bell for you, Chuck, when I talk about the food and your chicken that you got, the roasted chicken?
I mean, no.
Does that ring a bell for you?
I know
Okay.
about my chicken meal, but I don't think I've had a blast from the past moment revealed to me during this campaign.
You did.
Oh, I did?
You were sneaking
that's right.
through.
I did smell the chicken. That's right. Never mind. Shit.
It was the same shop, but it was all burnt down and burnt up.
Oh, so yeah, I guess when Rhonda reminds me of the smell, I'll be like,
Oh, you're right. I have smelled my first meal when I was freed and got back home to Dragonia. What do you think it means?
I don't know what it means, but could it mean that... I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but could it mean that we were here before and then had our memory wiped and then now we're back down here again?
That's a bit of a stretch for me, but let's keep going. I have a feeling that we'll find out.
The three of you continue to sneak through the woods. And by sneak, I mean just walk quietly down a path, I assume. And as the three of you are going down this path, you hear some growling. The growling of a beast.
I should have had one of those pheasants. I'm sorry.
it's my stomach. Yeah, I was going to say it's my stomach. We haven't had any food down here. Yeah.
So, did you guys hear Casey? All you gotta do is drink some Arcanite and you're full, you're fine.
And after you hear some growling, you hear the groan. Now a groan that's becoming very familiar of what might be a coral golem.
Ah, shit.
But it's not necessarily directly in your path. And you hear some wrestling. You hear some branches breaking. And you hear a little more growling. Do you guys want to check it out?
Is it stomping around?
No. You guys, it's almost like maybe a bit of a tussle.
Do you mean like tussle? Does it sound like he is in combat?
There's some shifting and some growling and some leaves rustling, some branches breaking.
I'll check it out. 13 sneaks ahead to check it out.
Go ahead and give me another stealth check separately this time.
21.
13 breaks off from the group for a second, and he sneaks down the hill to check this out, maybe climbing up a tree, looking down into a clearing. And in that clearing, you see 3 deceased bodies and 3 large bears. The bears, though, they don't look good. They don't look like healthy bears. And those bears, who look a little skinny, look a little hungry, are fighting over 3 corpses with a coral golem, and behind that coral golem is another little lad.
So there's 3 bears. They're fighting over a corpse, and there's a coral golem trying to get the corpse too.
Yeah, there are multiple corpses, and the coral golem is trying to clear out the bears so the little lad can do what they do.
Gotcha.
Which is feast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the little lad go, "Come on, get him! Come on, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Get those teddy bears out of the way. I love teddy bears, but Those teddy bears look mean. Get them out of the way.
I'll slide back down the tree or whatever and meet up with the party and inform them exactly what I see or what the sound was.
There's 3 bears. And a coral golem and a little lad fighting over a dead corpse. We should probably avoid them.
I think we should take that abomination out.
Oh.
So, the 3 bears were fighting the coral golem and the little lad? So it's 3 versus 2? Or were the bears working for the little lad?
The bears were... They weren't working together.
So, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. So the bears, I think, want to eat the body, and there's like a little bit of sparring, and it's like a growling match right now. Like, they don't seem like they're
I don't think they're fighting one another. They're tussling over the corpse. Like,
they're kind of growling, and then the coral golem's pulling the body towards it a little bit, and then the bear's grabbing the ankle of it and tugging it towards, its group. They're seems like things are possibly about to pop off, but perhaps coral golems don't know how to handle that situation.
Yeah. I will relay that information to the team.
I say we use that distraction over the golem to kill the lad.
There's a lot of different opportunities here with how you want to handle this if you want to engage. It doesn't all have to be combat. Think hard and be clever and do some weird shit here and see if you can get away with it.
Hey, 13, how do you feel about using that dust of invisibility and you sprinkle it on yourself, you sprinkle it on the lad, grab the lad, and then come back?
If that's what you wish.
No, I don't wish. I just want you to feel comfortable with it. I don't say it like that, because then if you die, I'll feel responsible. So...
I'm pretty sure the dust works on all of us if we are all next to one another.
Well, you have to be invisible when you approach getting a little lad. That's what you need.
Yeah.
And then you sprinkle on him and grab him and run.
Ah, man. This is dangerous.
What about you over there, Musk? Mr. Charismatic? You got any bright ideas?
I do, actually.
And?
Give me a minute. I'm thinking. This is new for me. I'm reading one of my new spells to see if it would help here or not.
Yeah, you would figure the Ranger Bard might have a couple tricks here.
Oh yeah, I'm working on it.
Ranger Bard Sorcerer.
Robbie, read a review while Matt is thinking here.
Oh, tables have turned.
All right, so I've got a spell called Disguise Self. I want to relay to the team that I think that if I make myself look like a corpse in a different direction, and then basically set up a kill zone to where when the little lad comes to research it while the golem is distracted with the bears, then you guys grab the lad and we run.
Okay. You're going to make yourself look like a corpse, basically.
Right.
You could also attract the bears, too.
They're messing with the coral golem. This would be like in the opposite direction of where the bears and golem are at.
All right.
So
we have a plan. I say
I'm proposing this to the group. So we're just going to get to the other side to where if the coral golem and the bear are in the clearing, we're going to go to a different direction, and then I'll cast that on myself. I'll lay on the ground. you guys like make a sound to where the little lad would maybe look over in that direction. He'll see me come to try to eat me, and then you guys grab him and we run. What do you think?
Sure.
All right, so it can be a mixture of both plans then, huh?
13's down for this.
All right, let's do step 1 of the plan.
Get over to an area, and I cast Disguise Self on myself.
If you guys are getting close enough, I want you to make an additional stealth check. Whoever's getting close.
I will get close.
So with the dense foliage, you guys are getting a little bit off of the lit path. I will give everyone disadvantage on any stealth checks they're making. I'm sorry. I will give everyone advantage on all stealth checks they're making.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, that doesn't...
Yeah, you guys have some great opportunities here for stealth.
All right, I got a 16 with advantage.
14 for 13.
Rhonda got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, so the three of you set up the three of you execute your first plan quietly. I'm sorry. The three of you execute the first part of your plan. Damn it. The three of you execute the first part of your plan flawlessly. So, Matt, I assume that means you get into position and cast a spell?
Yep, I cast Disguise Self on myself, which basically lets me like change what I look like. And I change myself like blood all over me and like ripped clothing. And I'll yell, help.
How far away are we from the kid?
Matt, you tell us.
Yeah, I would say... So I picture in the clearing, the golem and the bears kind of like near each other, and the kid like probably 15 feet behind the golem. That's what in my mind this sounded like. So I figure we're about 60 feet from the kid then.
Okay.
And what's everyone else doing while...
I'll hide off to the side at an advantage point. When the kid approaches the corpse, I will fucking bum rush him and grab hold of him and cover his mouth so he can't scream.
All right, so are you like up in a tree to drop down on him or something?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If we're in a wooded area, I'll climb up in a tree and I will drop down on top of him.
Robbie, where is the doctor at?
I would say Rhonda is within range of 13. I can see where 13's at, and I can see where 13's getting ready to jump down at before I can come there and help if I need to.
And you're just being a spotter right now, right?
Yes, correct. I'm 13's backup.
Okay.
Did we plan to kill this kid right here and there, or are we talking of grabbing this kid and running?
Well, we have to drink the Arcanite.
No,
behind
I
him or
thought we
something
just
like
kill
it.
him
So
and it just kind of like floats in the air and comes into our
Yeah.
body. We don't have to.
As long as everyone's close enough, that's how it works.
Yeah.
It seemed like a big shock wave about 20 feet wide is how it felt last time.
We killed that kid, the one kid, pretty quick, right?
Yeah, you guys...
Yeah, you sicko.
That would be between you guys, because I can't really tell that plan now because I'm already down there. So I'll leave that part up to you guys.
Since he's gonna play dead, and I'm up in this tree, when this kid approaches this thing, I'm gonna come down on top of him with my sword.
Matt, roll a deception check.
Don't forget your inspiration.
Or
I'll
performance.
use it. So I got a 12.
As the kid is watching this golem kind of tug on these bodies, and he's waiting patiently and hiding behind a tree because he's afraid of the big scary teddy bears. He hears a cough and a collapse behind him, and he sees another opportunity. And he starts to slowly walk over towards Musk, who's on the ground, faking some sort of death, being incredibly still. And the little boy comes over to you, and he actually starts to sniff his nose and squint his eyes, you almost like start to recognize something's going wrong, and 13.
Can I cast?
I come down. Well, hold on. I
Yeah.
told us what I was gonna do. I come down on top of this little bitch.
All right, roll
He's-
2. Actually, I want you to roll to attack. I mean,
I am
you're not
rolling-
going to like kill him or anything, but like I assume. But I just want you to roll to hit as you like you drop down in one
Yeah.
smooth motion to snag him.
I'm rolling to attack. Correct? Yes.
Yes, with advantage because you're unseen.
All right.
I guess it's technically a
I rolled a
grapple roll.
20. Do I need to take a picture of this?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's crit sandwich time, boys.
You're not doing
You're
damage.
ruining. Yeah, you're ruining the podcast.
I'm
with your-
20s.
No, there's no integrity now.
I'm gonna start recording
You
my
wanna-
rolls so that you believe
You want to
me.
be the hero.
I
Wait,
rolled
are
a
you
20.
jumping down with a weapon? Or are you just going? You're dropping down to grab him, right?
I'm jumping down to kill this kid.
Oh,
I'm jumping down with my swords to kill him instantly. I want to do a kill like quick, like and just like stab him.
Yeah. So you fall out of that tree, and then, bam! A wave of magic explodes out from this kid, and it fills your vision and your lungs and just absolutely blinds you as all of the Arcanite energy explodes forth from this child, and all 3 of you gain 2 levels. In any class that you've already gained
You're
a level
welcome. I've killed 2 kids now for you guys.
in.
Hey, this was my
You
plan.
think this is easy for me? Huh?
You were supposed to grab him, not kill.
As soon as I kill him, though, too, I will say,
We need to move. Get out of here quickly.
As this shockwave of energy and magic is blinding you and empowering you, you don't know how much time has actually passed after the wave of magic subsides, and you look over your shoulder, Chuck, and about 15 feet behind you is a coral golem. Roll for initiative.
damn it, guys. It's fine. It's fine.
Gain your 2 levels in between these 2 sessions. Gosh, that was a productive session as far as leveling goes.
Yeah, really.
Which is funny because I feel like you guys have passed up some levels.
Really?
According to my notes.
I'm level 9.
Yeah, you guys have passed up some levels. And you guys are going to be real happy that you're level 9 or 7 or 8. What are you going to be at, Robbie?
I'll be 7.
Yeah, you guys are going to need this.
Oh, shit.